Yo, what's going on, guys? Digital Dow here, back with another banger, right? I'm gonna teach you guys some fucking sauce, okay? Dude, this is insane. Like, you guys need to leverage this as soon as possible because we're in the golden era of AI. 2026 is the year. Now, 2025 was the beginning of, content and everything was booming, but 2026 is when everything advances. It's even harder now to understand the difference between what is AI and what is not AI. Okay, a lot of people cannot tell. Like even my own girlfriend, like she was saying, "Oh, you can't say that's AI. You can't say everything's AI." Like that's literally AI. Okay, so I know what an AI video and AI image looks like because I've been in the AI space for so long since the beginning, and I've seen the work and the stuff that AI has created, so I can tell. Okay, but 95% of people, 99, like 90% of people in the world will not understand or tell the difference at all. Okay, and so why am I making this video? I want to make this video so that I can give you guys all the information before it gets saturated. It gets saturated and you be left behind because not gonna lie, if you don't hop on this AI train and learn how to make ads in ecom with AI, then you'll be left behind. Like one thing that I realized the past few months or the past year is that it's gonna get a lot harder to get into e-commerce, right? The barrier to entry for e-commerce is gonna go higher and higher because Shopify is already bringing in a lot of regulations. Fucking, I made an account on Shopify and the longest payout ever, 21 days. Like your first payout won't get until the 21 days, right? And then from there you get 5-day payouts. Usually right off the bat, you can sign up for Shopify Balance and you can get 2-day payouts, or even with Plaid, Shopify Plaid. Like it's just nonsense, right? And Shopify's been taking people down a lot quicker, and it's just a lot harder for beginners to run an e-commerce store on Shopify because they don't have capital. Like nowadays, e-commerce you need a lot of capital to start. If you don't have capital, then I wouldn't recommend starting. I would honestly just do it organic. Organic's a lot cheaper to start off with. All right, no more yapping. I'm gonna get straight into the video, and basically, the first thing is $3 ads that look like $700 ads. Okay, a lot of times a lot of brands or most brands they're paying $500, $300 per video for a UGC video from a UGC creator, right? Before, like you would, when you're running meta ads, like a lot of people they find a UGC creator on like Fiverr, Upwork, or they find someone that does creative work on those platforms. They pay them a hefty amount just to get 5 videos. And one thing that I don't like about that is that it does not get you the right consistency. You cannot have enough tests. You can't test fast enough, right? Right? And a lot of times it'll take 1 to 2 weeks. It'll take multiple days for you to even get those creative work for you to even test. The thing with e-commerce nowadays, or basically dropshipping, is you need to test fast. You need to have ads. The main thing that makes e-commerce brands work is going to be the creative system and the actual ads. Especially after the Andromeda update, the creative matters so much. And of course, you can test so many creatives, but you gotta have intent behind it. You gotta have intent, you gotta have good messaging and desired outcomes behind the actual ad to make it convert. Like it says here, you can make UGC videos and image ads with AI right now that platforms can't even tell apart from real contents. Like that's very true. Like if you go on TikTok or Instagram or even YouTube, you can see a lot of AI videos that you probably watched a lot of AI videos that you didn't realize it was AI. Meta doesn't flag it. Nobody doing 50K plus days is hiring creators anymore. They're doing this. Okay. Basically, a lot of people are still paying $700 per creative video. Well, not per video, probably like per 3 videos, whatever it is. And then it takes 1 to 2 weeks to get back to creators ghost mid project. This happens a lot if you don't realize it, or if you don't know. 3 variations if you're lucky, and you cannot you cannot test fast enough. Okay, and what works now? It costs dollars for a video, right? Or even cents. Like if you have Pixfield, you have like credits, you have a lot of credits. I don't know the conversion amount is, but like it's very cheap to even make one video. I'm gonna just say $3. Okay. Also, you can get a whole batch of ads done within hours, right? Like a whole 5 batch of video ads, I can get done in 3 hours. Easy. Okay. Image ads, I can get 5 batches of image ads done in 1 hour. 1 hour, that's it. That's all you need. Maybe even less than that actually. I can get it done in 30 minutes. Test tomorrow and scale Friday. Basically, what that means is you can test so fast, you can scale so fast with AI ads because if you, let's say, for example, you make a batch of 5 ads and you test it and you start finding a winner immediately, you can scale the next day by making more creatives immediately, for scaling. and you own the whole process basically. Okay, and this is super important. Why? Because when it comes to owning a business, you need to lower your overhead costs as much as possible. And so, if your main thing is the creative side and you're paying $700 per 3 videos, that is just insane. Make your own videos, find ways to make cheaper videos. And like around 5% of brands know about this. That gap is your edge, right? So take advantage of that, okay? Number two, AI UGC videos. Okay, here's the tools that work. A lot of people nowadays are using HeyGen. But honestly, forget it, okay? Forget all the avatar tools. Forget anything that looks obviously fake. Okay, I used to use HeyGen a lot, but if you actually look at it, you can tell it's AI, right? As there's more AI content, as society knows more about AI, they can tell the difference between AI, okay? And you can clearly see that with HeyGen avatars, okay? These are the only ones worth touching right now. Sora 2 Pro, which is your main UGC generator. Realistic person talking to camera, natural movement, you have real expressions and handles different skin tones and lighting without looking weird. HeyGen, they already have built-in avatars, but you can also make custom avatars, but it just doesn't look as natural. It doesn't look realistic, hyper realistic at all. Okay. Then Google Veil 3.1. These apps are the best for UGC AI. Okay. Better for product in hand stuff and someone holding it, unboxing it, showing it off, more control over what the scene looks like and what they're doing. Okay. This is really important, using the right tools, because if you don't use the right tools, people can tell the difference between AI. It can also tank your metrics. It can tank your CTR very well. Okay, now next, your video structure. Okay, how are you gonna have your video structure whenever you start creating your ads? Okay, well, first thing is you gotta have your script. Okay, when you have your script, you gotta understand the structure of the video first. Okay, the hook, which is the first 3 seconds. Okay, let's say we're talking about the script here. This is talking about the overall video, but let's just talk about the script first. Okay, the hook, the first 3 seconds. For example, I was skeptical, but, or nobody talks about this, which is more first person, raw, like telling some kind of story or telling a friend. It's not a pitch, right? If you start off with like, you guys need this product and here's why, like it's just too salesy. You want to make it raw. Okay, that's the first 3 seconds. Now the story, 3 to 15 seconds. What problem they had and why nothing else worked. What changed? Bathroom mirror energy, not studio energy. Okay, so make it natural. Have them talk in a bathroom, not the bathroom, but have them talk like in their bedroom, like somewhere natural while they're walking in their pool, like whatever it is, right? Make it natural. Look at UGC examples on TikTok, you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, now next is product, 15 to 25 seconds. This is when you show the product, you hold it up and you talk about it, like you actually use it, not the features, not the benefits, but how it changed things for you. Okay, the desired outcomes. Talk about the desired outcomes and why it can help them and why they need this. Just don't talk about the features, because that's just not going to do anything. It won't help much. Okay, also I wanted to mention that in the story you want to bring up some kind of issue or problem that basically people would resonate with, like your target demographic with. Let's say, for example, someone that's this eczema cream. Let's say you're selling this eczema cream, okay? And you want to target people that are 18 and older, like for example, like 18 to 25, and that's your target demographic. You want to basically bring up a scenario that they recognize their issue or their problem. I call this situational recognition, okay? For example, let's say you wake up and you notice dry, flaky skin, or you were shaking your hand and you notice your dry hand and you're embarrassed, so you cover your hand or your whatever it is, your wrist, with your sleeve. Okay, so bring up scenarios when people notice their issue. Okay, that way this video or your ad really resonates with them and it makes them watch the whole video. Okay, now the CTA is the last 3 to 5 seconds. Like for example, link in my bio, I'll leave the link, or DM me this, or even just say click the link down below if you want to check out what this product does. Remember, the bad lighting, selfie angle, real room. If it looks like a studio shot, you blew it. Okay, so don't make it look too professional. Make it look completely natural, like it was shot on an iPhone. Okay, next, what's the next thing? Okay, AI image ads. Okay, the tools that are going to work for AI images or AI ads. Okay, AI image ads. So a lot of people nowadays, they're going to be using Canva. I mean, of course, Canva still works because you have more control over the specifics and the graphics and the specific designs. That just takes a while. I mean, I did making a static ad video with Canva not so long ago, like last year. But after learning how to make AI image ads, I was able to just print with AI image ads. And when I was running my brand a few months ago, like 60% of my ads were literally, or I would say 80% of my ads were literally image ads. And that's how I was able to scale fucking like 15K days so easily. Okay. All right. These make images that look like a real photographer and designer worked on them. Not stock, not Canva. Good enough to spend real money on. Okay. You're going to be using Nano Banana Pro, which is the best tool for image creating or making any images. Okay. Product focused images, clean backgrounds, sharp rendering, lifestyle shots that look like a real photo shoot, hero images, and carousel ads. If you never tried them, you definitely need to try Nano Banana and you'll see what I'm talking about. You can even look at some examples on Twitter and look at some Nano Banana Pro static ads that people have created. Even on my Twitter, you guys can check out my Twitter. I've posted some image ads on there as well. Kling 3.0 is another one. Before and after shots and comparison images. Handles text overlays very, very well because that's one thing most AI tools get very wrong is the text. The text is always like gibberish. It doesn't look natural at all. More direct response style creatives where you need clear visual proof. Okay, you need to stay away from Canva templates, raw Midjourney without post work, stock sites because stock sites honestly they look too professional, right? I don't really like the stock images at all. They all scream ad and CPMs literally show it. Okay. Now I'm not hating on Canva templates at all because I still use them because, like for example, we have Creative OS that gives us ideas for some designs or concepts to use, right? So Canva templates are still cool. I just prefer making AI images to make them faster, okay? All right, next, let's talk about the image structure, okay? How to build these. Product image, hero shots. Product on a real looking background, think left on their kitchen counter, not floating on white. Should blend into someone's feed. So whenever you look at these image ads concepts, you want to find these on Higgsfield. No, not Higgsfield, on GitHooked. If you guys don't know, the tool is called GitHooked, and you can find and search image ads that are just product hero shots, okay? And when you find examples from other brands, you want to take this into Claude and ask Claude to make you a prompt for that image or analyze that image and then write you a prompt for Higgsfield Nano Banana Pro. After it gives that prompt, it will go ahead and you can go ahead and copy that prompt, take it over to Higgsfield Nano Banana Pro or just Nano Banana Pro, and make sure to upload your reference images like your product image and also any logos that you have, and it will generate the image for you. But I did create a step-by-step guideline, video guideline, how to make image ads the right way and how to make AI video ads the right way. Step by step, using the right tools, how to make prompts and do this and do that. And there is a link down below for you guys to check it out. But I'll go ahead and show you guys at the end of the video as well to see what I'm talking about. Okay, next, before and after images, which is side-by-side transformation, like for example, skin, body, health, or like the teeth, right? Like teeth whitening, let's say one side it says, or it shows a person with yellow teeth, ugly teeth, and then on the other side, on the right side, it shows a person with very clean white teeth that's shiny, shimmery, and splendid. What the fuck? And then the more real and unpolished it looks, the higher it converts, okay? Lifestyle in use, someone using the product in a real place, bathroom, kitchen, gym, not a model on a white backdrop. Less produced equals better, okay? Text overlay ads, one bold claim with a product image and a clean type, short copy, a few benefits. These print on the meta feed placements because it shows a lot about the product. When you make a bold claim, it stops the scroll and they read the ad, they look at the ad, they understand more about it, and they're interested in, and they click on the link, okay? Now, like I said, to get these concepts, make sure to go to GitHooked and search up for image ads that are aligning with these concepts. Download them, Claude, boom, and copy it, okay? Remember, study what's actually spending an ad library, not what looks cool, what's running with 10K days behind it. That's right. Whenever you go to GitHooked or the ads library, make sure you are finding ads that have been running for a while, that has high impressions, and look for brands that have a lot of active ads. Don't just find any ad that you see and think it's a good ad. You actually gotta look at it, look at their website, look how much visitors are getting per month on their website, and look how many active ads, okay? All right, next, number 4, testing and scaling. Here's what you're going to be testing. 60% of it is going to be AI UGC videos, and 40% of your ads testing is going to be AI image ads, okay? Most people make 2 videos and wonder why they cannot scale. You're going to need volume, okay? But with quantity, you need quality as well. You cannot just test any product with a lot of ads. You need actual quality behind it because you're at the end of the day, you're you're wasting a lot of money on paying for ads when they're not good at all. Make sure they're quality and make sure you have quantity. Okay, 20 tests to find 2 winners. That's the math every single time. Okay, now what is the workflow? Here it is. Okay, batch 15 plus creatives, right? Different hooks, different angles, formats, mix of video and image. Okay, let's say for example, let's say you make 5 image ads and you make 10 video ads. Okay, 5 image ads, you're gonna have 2 angles. Let's use the example of an eczema cream product, okay? One angle could be someone that has a professional job, but they cannot get work done because they're always having burning and itching. Another angle could be someone that doesn't feel confident at all, right? When you have like rashy skin, ugly skin, you don't feel confident about yourself, okay? Now, 2 angles, you make a batch of 5 ads, right? 5 image ads. Make sure each ad has a different hook, has a different format, and same thing, exact thing for the video ads. You're gonna be using the same 2 angles for those video ads. I usually only test 2 to 3 angles per test, okay? Or per launching test. And of course, you can test more angles on the next batch and the next batch, but I honestly usually test 2 angles at a time, okay? Now, number 2, launch everything all in. Hook test, angle test, format test, let the data sort it out. Kill fast within 24 hours, 48 hours. Look at your CTR, hook rate, your CPA, your CPC, anything that's not working, all the metrics, please cut it fast, because if you don't cut fast, you're basically gonna be wasting a lot of money. If it looks like an ad in the first half second, you lost, okay? Every single piece should look like a real person that made it on their phone. Volume over perfection. Number 4, push your winners, bump the budgets on what's printing, make a lot of variations on the winning angle quickly. The quicker you scale, the quicker you iterate, the more you can make, the faster you can scale, okay? Number 5, new hooks, same angle. Test a lot of different hooks and variations. Take what's working, make 5 more variations of it with fresh hooks, and then repeat, okay? All right, next step, last but not least, are the rules, okay? Do not fuck these up. Here are the rules. Native or nothing. 15 quick tests beats 1 thing you spent a week on. The whole point of AI Creative is you can make more for nothing, okay? Steal the vibe, not the ad. Find what's spending in the ad library, figure out why it works. The angle, the hook, the emotion, the intent behind the ad, understand why this ad works. And a few things I've done is take this transcript of a video ad and bring it over to Claude and ask, why is this ad working? Why do you think this ad works? Why do you think this ad's not working? All right, if you understand why it works, why it doesn't work, and the real intent and the messaging behind the ad, then you can make good ads, okay? And then you know what a good ad and a bad ad is, okay? Then build your own versions with this, okay? Data picks winners, not you. Your gut feeling does not matter. You gotta just run it, right? Read the numbers. The ugly ad might be your top performer. That's why there's a thing called native ads. A lot of native ads, they're just ugly and they're just like natural. That's the whole point of it, okay? You never know what ad works. You just gotta test it. Now, you gotta stop using garbage AI tools like HeyGen, ChatGPT for image creating. Like, they're horrible. Stop making 2 ads and hoping. You need 15 to 20 creatives minimum, which is going to cost you very little to make and launch, okay? There's no excuse for low volume anymore. Stop copying without thinking. Ripping hooks is fine, but ripping an entire ad without understanding why it converts keeps you at very low days or not even converting at all. So nowadays, it's best that you make your own copy, make your own hooks, make your own video, and do your own creative strategy, bro. That's exactly what you need to do, because if you're just copying, you're not gonna get anywhere in e-commerce, okay? Every ad should look like someone who uses the product made it, right? Not someone selling it. That's the whole point of the game and idea of creative strategy and AI marketing. That's pretty much it for this video. If you guys want to look at it, here is the little mirror board that I created for you guys. Here's that. Boom. Okay. And I did want to talk to you guys about my full system. I do have my full system on WAP. If you guys want a video breakdown exactly how to make AI ads, video ads, image ads the right way and the best quality possible. And actually, let me show you guys some examples so that you guys know what we're working with here. All right, for AI videos, here is one of the ads that we've created. Very simple video. Look, looks so realistic. Look at it, the way she's moving and stuff like that, and holding the product. Another one that I've created is this right here, Himalix. Well, it's a made-up brand. I made it up, but I literally used a concept from a winning ad from a brand, and I had to remake this the right way, like this. and it just looks amazing. This is a static ad, okay? All right, here's another ad, but it's a video ad. This looks very, very good and very realistic. Look at this.
People ask me why their skin looks dull and why they still get little breakouts. Most of the time, it's a damaged skin barrier. When that barrier is dry and inflamed, skin loses moisture and breaks out. Beef tallow helps restore that barrier. It mimics natural skin lipids and calms inflammation. The one I recommend is from Santa Cruz Paleo. It's 100% natural with just one ingredient. I've recommended it to so many people, and they all say their skin looks calmer, more hydrated, and less dull.
Guys, that ad is so good. It's so realistic. You can't even tell that it's AI, you know? So, like I said, these are the type of ads that we help you create. And guys, if you want the exact full system with the prompts and tools, tools to use in the workflow, and the process on how to make the right ads, click the link down below and you guys can get access to a WAP system. And you're able to ask us any questions you guys have on making these AI ads, okay? Well guys, that's pretty much it for this YouTube video. I appreciate you guys for watching this whole YouTube video. Congrats if you watched the whole video. You guys got a lot of fucking sauce. If you guys like this video, I appreciate it. If you liked, subscribe, turn bell notifications on if you want more videos. Comment anything you guys want to see in the future. And if you guys are looking for more help, you can always DM me on Instagram at RealDigitalDAO, and I'll see if I can help you or not. But besides that, guys, peace out.